I read all of the comments, every single one of them to these videos. And, some of them go to prove my point that America has a much bigger problem than what we see. This country is full of people who they can't stand to lose. They've been losing for so long that honestly they can't stand to lose anymore. They just assume that if you're not a Republican that thinks like them, talks like them, and backs their party, then you must not be a Republican at all. You have to be a Democrat. They think that if you think that you're not with them, you're against them. I want to be honest with you. These aren't the Republicans I know. The Republicans I know are a lot like me. Pretty moderate people, pretty balanced, hardworking, middle-class people. Not these big mouths you hear, not these people you see making comments on these videos that if you read through it, they're trying to sound smart, but they're really not. It's okay because you get an opinion too, and that's fine. You're entitled to it, just like I am. But the problem with all of this, with this whole thing, is that while I'm not trying to sit here and convince you that I'm right, and I'm not trying to humiliate you, you make it your life's work to humiliate people you disagree with. Because that's the only way you can figure out how to win. Now, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the way you behave, the comments you make, the example, the Christian example that you're setting for people. I want you to think about that. And I want the rest of the world to know that we're not as backwards as these people make us out to be. We don't all think like these two parties. We're just regular people living our lives, doing our thing. You see, and that's the beauty of it. The beauty of this whole thing is that everybody gets an opinion. And you're free to behave or misbehave however you choose. That's America. Now, I know that there's groups of people out there that want to limit that, both on the left and on the right. These people, neither one believe in America. They wave their flags, they vote, they, say they're patriots and all this other shit. But what they really mean is that they just want to be heard. They're just mad. I think George Bush said it once when somebody asked whether or not they got offended or he got offended by what people were saying. He said, no, they're just mad. They got a right to be mad. You see, here's the thing. They've got a right to be mad. They've got a right to their opinion. I've got a right to be mad. I've got a right to my opinion. We all do. I want you to remember that not all Republicans are bad people. Now, you can read the comments, and you can see all the things out there. Those are the bad Republicans. Not all Democrats are bad. I want you to remember that not all people who identify politically are this groups that have this verbal vomit that comes out of their mouths. America, for the large part, is bigger than this. I believe it. You believe it. We all believe it. It's time that we stand on that truth. It's time that we stand on that belief that America is real people. Common people. Folks that do what we do every single day. And we're not extreme either way, left or right. We're moderates. We're the third way. We're not libertarians. We're not Green Partyists. We're not LGBTQ staunch supporters, although we believe that you can probably have your rights too. The truth is, we're pretty moderate people. Now, I want you to think about this. Left and right. These are the people that they go out and they preach alcohol's okay in moderation. In moderation, just don't get drunk as they're getting drunk. You see, these are the people who preach moderation but can't follow moderation. Moderation really stinks in their nose. You see, that's what we've turned into in America. I don't necessarily like it. I don't believe that that's what this country is about. I don't believe that that's what we are. I think we're better than that. And to you out in the world, believe me, America is better than the leaders we have today. It's just somehow these parties have gotten too far out of control and they think they represent all of us. That's how it is. And unfortunately, they do. Because somehow they get elected. Left and right. The trash from both parties gets elected. And maybe we're to blame for that. Maybe.